I'm Olivia Waxman, and welcome back to GCTV. Senior portrait information is due next Friday. Keep checking your school emails. Cheer, dance, and color guard tryouts are coming up. Yearbooks are now on sale. See Ms. O'Neill in room 4 for more information. Since the news that the first COVID vaccine had been administered in the United States on December 14, 2020, many people have been debating on whether or not they would get the vaccine. GCHS staff had the opportunity to receive the vaccine on January 20th. However, mixed opinions still exist as to whether or not the vaccine was too large of a risk to take. For some teachers, like Jamie Waxman, receiving the vaccine seemed like the simple answer. Waxman has no concerns over getting the vaccine.
I think that getting the vaccine is a safe and responsible option right now, and I think it's good for the health of everyone. I think the only reason that you should not get the vaccine is if you are allergic to one of the ingredients in the vaccine.
Others feel that they have to receive the vaccine to protect those around them. With 60% of the U.S. population having a health condition that puts them at higher risk for COVID-19, even those who do not have conditions can risk the lives of those around them. Drama teacher Joy Smith feels it is important to receive the vaccine to decrease the chances of putting others in harm's way. Living in a household with 2 at-risk parents and a son with a compromised immune system, Smith feels it is an important step to take in protecting her family.
I think anytime there is something as new as the vaccine is that you have concerns, you have questions about long-term effects. But at this point for me, in my mind and with my family, I think that the benefits of having the vaccine outweigh the risks.
Some people feel it is still too soon to receive the vaccine and would feel more comfortable waiting until more information is known about the long-term effects. Coach John Rogers believes he will eventually receive the vaccine, but would like to wait until more rounds have been administered.
It's still something I'm trying to decide. I still want a little bit more information. I've been vaccinated. I used to live overseas when I was young, and I've probably had over 50 vaccinations. So I'm not anti-vaccination. I just like to get a little bit more information about the current one since it kind of came on rather quickly. And my wife is a nurse, and she's all for the vaccine, and I probably will eventually. And I realize I need to make a decision fairly soon, but I would like a little bit more information on it before I make that ultimate decision.
Administrator Tiffany Fillingham has also decided to wait to view the long-term effects of the vaccine.
I'm not going to get the current round because I had COVID over Christmas break, so my body naturally has antibodies, so I don't need the vaccine just yet. I will reassess it in the next 4 to 6 months and see how it's doing, how the vaccine's developing, and how other people's reactions before I make my final decision, but I am open to the vaccine.
For history teacher Shay Howell, a more natural approach seems preferable to the vaccine.
Well, I think it's a little new. I don't know if enough research has been done, but I don't do the flu shot either. I mean, I'm not anti-vaccine by no means. I just, I kind of believe more in natural health, taking vitamins, drinking orange juice, exercising, being out in the sun a good bit.
Biology teachers Tracy Wagner and Justin Evans feel that the vaccine is a step in the right direction.
There's always some concerns, but the benefits to me far outweigh the concerns. Yeah.
Just going to trust the science, that they know what they're doing, and that this is for the best benefit of everybody.
Now let's go see how our superintendent, Wade Whitney, feels about the vaccine.
Wednesday of this week, I received it, and it was, to be quite frank, it was a lot easier than I think any of us expected. I know the hospital did a really good job in terms of the organization and all that stuff, and so I decided to get the vaccine because not so much that I'm nervous or I have been nervous about getting sick, but it was, to be quite frank, it was because if you get COVID, you got to miss work for 14 days. And I can't imagine, I kind of a workaholic, I can't imagine missing work for 14 days. But you know, it's a real thing. The COVID-19 virus is a real thing. It's all around us. It's all over the world. It's an international pandemic. And I think one of the most concerning things to a lot of people is some people get sick, or some people absolutely have no symptoms, completely asymptomatic, and some people are dying from it. And if you get sick, where do you fit in that spectrum of illnesses? So I was more concerned about missing work than I was about getting sick, but of course it's always a concern and underlying in everything you do, because there's not even any decisions that we make hardly in the school district now that aren't COVID related or have something to do with COVID. So I thought it was the best thing for me personally and professionally. And of course now we have one more round to do in about 3 weeks. So, you know, we're doing what we feel like we need to do.
Now let's pass it to Chandler for a Rebel Rundown.
What's going on, George County? It's Chandler Stanfield here. Welcome back to the Rebel Rundown. The George County High School powerlifting team is ready to start their season. The team is training to do squats, bench, and deadlifts. The team has 3 returning students from the previous season. Those students are Tyler Middleton, Blaine Morris, and Charles C. Caldwell. The team now consists of 12 boys and 9 girls. The girls' first competition will be January the 30th. The boys' first competition is yet to be announced. We wish the best of luck to our powerlifting team to begin their season. Let me introduce sophomore Sage Dean.
The Lady Rebels prepare for state playoffs after defeating Oak Grove in the district game. Senior Brianna Stansberry and junior Riley Davis were given some exciting news this week. These girls were chosen to play in the Coast All-Star soccer game.
I was pretty excited. I think the first thing I done was text my mom. I was like, yay, I made it. So it's basically where they take a bunch of girls from a similar region and break them up into teams. And so kind of I wouldn't say the best of the best, but the top tier. You get to play kind of higher competition and play the best of the best.
Back to Olivia in the studio.
Thanks, Sage. That's all we have for this week, but we'll see you next time on GCTV.